Hi, you're watching Thomann's Drum Bash. I'm Daniel Gallardo, and this is my drum cover to Moscow Mule by Bad Bunny.
Si yo no te escribo, tú no me escribes. Ey, si tú quieres te busco, yo sé dónde tú vives. Quizás hoy está borracía, pero por dentro tú tienes alegría. Si quieres te la saco, 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos envueltos hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guarda mi contacto, pero se la saco, 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos envueltos hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guarda mi contacto. Todo es underwater, baby, vamos pa'l cuarto quarter. En la Uru comiéndonos el pare. Te voy a dar duro pa' que no me compare. Ey, cuido con ese majón que se va a romper. Ey, ese booty lo va a romper. Ey, yo no sé si yo te vuelvo a ver, si mañana me voy a perder. Tú eres una player, necesito un crossover. Esta vez metiste, me diste game over. Porque no puedo olvidar el perreo aquel que se fue viral. Dime si mañana te vas a quedar. Después de la alarma te lo voy a dar. Hoy tú no vas a trabajar, no. Si quieres te la saco, 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. No somos nada, pero estamos envueltos hace rato. WhatsApp sin el retrato, no guarda mi contacto, pero se la saco, 2 tragos y sabes que me pongo bellaco. Mami, qué rica, te ves desnuda. Quizás no sentiste lo que yo sentí, pero aún te debo una noche en la suite para darte tabla. Dale, mami, habla. Tú eres una diablona, no te hagas para darte tabla. Dale, mami, habla. Tú eres una diablona, no te hagas. No, 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 no. Pide otro Moscow Mule. Ay, que ando en nota, nota. Ven y choca conmigo que se joda. Baby, tú estás grandota, pero hoy ando en nota, nota. Ven y choca conmigo que se joda, que se joda. Tú quieres perra.
Thank you for watching. Now I'm going to go over the gear I used in this video, as well as my approach to the cover. Let's get started with the gear I'm using. First off, I'll start with cymbals. On my left, I'm using Zildjian A-Custom Master Sound 13-inch hi-hats. Next to that, I'm using a stacker cymbal comprised of 2 cymbals, a Zoltan 10-inch splash cymbal on top, and a 12-inch Meinl trash splash underneath. Above that, I have Sabian HHX Evolution crash cymbal. To the right, I'm using a Zildjian K Sweet Ride 21-inch. And to the right of that, I'm using a Zoltan Rock Beat Brilliant 18-inch crash cymbal. As far as all my shells go, I'm using a PDP Concept Maple for my 12-inch rack tom, 16-inch floor tom, and 22-inch kick drum. And for my snare drum, I'm using a 14-inch by 6.5 deep platinous wood stave shell snare drum by Angel Drums. As far as hardware goes, I'm using an array of PDP, DW, and ATV hardware. For my hi-hat pedal, I'm using an Iron Cobra Tama hi-hat pedal, and for my kick pedals, I'm using DW 9000 double pedals. Let's go over my approach to this song. As you can see in the intro, I started off with a lot of sparse cymbal hits as well as some accents just to kind of build up the tension for the beginning of the song. The beat that comes in, you might notice, is a cumbia beat. It stays consistent throughout the song, but I try to keep it interesting with small dynamic changes. In the verse, I really focus on the hi-hat work as well as hitting the accents to help support the vocal that is on top, as well as supporting the transitions into the next section. For the pre-chorus section, you could call it, you can see that I switch to the rim and the side stick. I still keep that same cumbia pattern going, but it just brings the dynamics a little bit lower. That way when the chorus comes in, it just feels inherently bigger. On the choruses, you might notice that I use more crash cymbals. I'm a little bit more open with the fills that I choose to use, but I still make sure to hit those accents and impacts where they're needed. In the bridge section to the final chorus, you'll notice that there's a lot of open space. I try to utilize my cymbals for that open space, a lot of little cymbal trills as well as accents, and some snare and tom fills to kind of fill in the spaces between those big cymbal hits. You'll also notice as well that I do a kind of marching band-esque build-up on the snare drum. I'm using a lot of doubles, flams, and single strokes in order to achieve that sound. Into the last section right before the chorus comes in, I let everything breathe. I give everything more space just with a cymbal hit. That way the last chorus comes in feeling bigger than anything that's happened in the song so far. Speaking of that, when the last chorus comes in, I'm a lot more liberal with my usage of cymbals and crashes. I also do much more snare fills and tom fills than in the previous choruses, and I just hit harder in general and open up a little bit more to send it off with the final crash hits to end the song. This was a really fun song to cover. It doesn't follow the standard verse-chorus format of pop songs today as strictly, but it did give me a lot of space to improvise, utilize my cymbals, add fills in there, and kind of just make it my own. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Like it if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.